I'm kind of curious to hear your assessment pre-AI. If you were to give our industry a grade about how we were doing those things in the past, and then talk about how we can make sure we do the best job possible going forward.
Mhm.
These are sticking points, I think, for a lot of people across our industry. I'm curious to get your takes there.
I think when it comes to supporting every learner and when it comes to diagnosing where a learner is at in any particular area, I think we've done, an increasingly better job at that using a series of assessments and tools and diagnostics. Many of them have challenges, but I think we've gotten better at that. I do think there's a lot of learning that sits outside of those tools where
Mhm.
those tools may not be available to many people or available kind of widely to people who are undertaking, let's say, self learning, for example. But I do think we've gotten better at it. So I'd give it, if I look at the arc of my career, I would say, yeah, we've gone from a D, when I was in college to probably like a low B or a high C. And
Mm.
I think that AI tools can get us up into an A range. And I think that's, really exciting. That's one of the most promising areas. So that I think is where I'd place that piece. The impact measurement, I think we've done a really poor job with by and large. I think
Mm.
impact means very different things to different people. I think the measurement of it has been problematic. And one of the things that makes the measurement of it problematic is, what people learn and the way in which they learn. And I'll take AI as an example, is
Mhm.
changing so quickly that it's difficult to get real time assessments produced that are valid and reliable and that sustain that pace of change. So it's very hard to do that in sort of real time, so to speak. I do think AI is going to help with that significantly and allow for multiple models and multiple modes of measurement. So I think we're also going to see a shift there. And I'd say over the past, maybe 2 decades, we've gone from maybe like a C minus to a B minus, and now we can maybe get up to a B plus. I'd like to see where that can take us to really
Mhm.
institute like high fidelity impact measurement that is both robust and is varied and holistic, and most importantly, that's meaningful to the learner. It's not just around making it meaningful to the company delivering that learning, but also to the learner themselves who can look at it and say, okay, I'm going to make some decisions based on this. And now we've empowered them to produce and continue their own learning path.